Hey, everybody, it's me, Tuniscia O, and welcome to Tea with Tuniscia O, where I'm a transformational coach, keynote speaker, and corporate trainer supporting you with building wealth through forgiveness. So today, let's talk about how do we forgive people when they don't even know we're upset. Like sometimes we're so annoyed, kind of like I am right now with my son who's trying to make a lot of extra noise in the background because I'm on my live video. But sometimes we're so annoyed with people and some of us lash out, meaning we're upset and we just boom, spew out whatever it is. And I'm not saying that what you're upset about isn't a reason, but we spew things out. Some of us walk away without even telling somebody. We just never call them back again. We block them. We just ignore them. Or some of us will just hold on to this bitterness and resentment and we don't speak up for ourselves. But what are some of the ways that we can go about forgiving someone when they don't even know we're upset? So I mentioned yesterday, I'm in this situation where I'm really working through forgiveness, this forgiveness journey with someone or an entity. It doesn't matter what it is. What have I done? So I told you that I mentioned that I went through my gratitude journal and I do plan on speaking up to address the situation, but now's not the best time because my feelings are too raw. And I know that the things that I'm going to say will be more of a blame and an attack versus speaking in a way that it comes across as constructive criticism. Now, we all know that many people don't always want to hear what we have to say. Some people could care less what our opinions or our thoughts are. So for me, it's a matter of me working through what I need to work through, to grow through and get to the other side before trying to fix somebody else, because people don't need to be fixed. They are who they are. And a lot of times if we look at things as though people are doing the best that they can, even if it seems like they're failing or they're not doing what we want them to do, they're doing the best that they can. So how do we forgive people when they don't know that we're upset? We work through it on our own. Because here's the reality. We don't need to hear I'm sorry. We may want to hear I'm sorry to help our healing journey, but we don't need to hear I'm sorry because they may not say I'm sorry. And if they don't come back or care to heal whatever you feel the offense is, then what? Do you stay upset? Do you stay bitter? Do you keep that resentment forever? Or do you grow through and move past it? That's a decision that we get to make. So from me to you, especially as we're in quarantine, we're in the houses with our families 24/7. Some of us haven't been around our children in who knows how long. Some of us don't get along with our husbands. I do, thank God. And I love my babies, thank goodness. But some of us are in a home with our mother-in-laws and maybe we don't get along with them. I love my mother-in-law. So I'm just saying, there are some people that we're around right now and there's some unforgiveness that's deep-seated, and everything we think, we don't need to speak. Every time we feel a certain way, it's not time to say it right then. So take a moment, check yourself before you move forward to talk through it so that you can kind of see what can I own of my own stuff and then what would I like to share. And here's a tip. When sharing with someone who has offended you, instead of saying, you make me feel, which people always say, you make me feel, no one has control to make you feel any kind of way. However you feel is a decision that you have taken on for yourself, even if they've offended you. So what we can say is, when you share that way, I feel blank, 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 right? Because now we're taking ownership for how we feel. They're not making us feel that way. We're selecting to feel that way, but we want to take ownership for however it is we feel with whatever it is that's going on. So my tip for today is, when we forgive, grow through that thing first, process it first, make sure the words and the actions that you take are necessary, because I know I've spent many a years spewing out. I was the one who would lash out and then I would resent it, because coming back to fix some of those broken words, especially those things we say to our husbands and our children, some of those words you can't heal. And we all have relationships that we have damaged huge, just like some of them, they're just not going to be restored, but we've damaged so much because we spoke too soon. So take a moment and be patient, process it, swallow it, deep breaths. And let's get it together. From my family to yours, I love you guys and I wish you guys the absolute best as we mend and heal and forgive and grow through these relationships. And hey, just because you're upset, the whole world does not need to know it. All you're doing when you go out there and spew a bunch of hate and mean and evil words is you're showing people what your heart really feels. Remember that. People say, I'm just telling you what I feel. That's true. But you're also telling us where your wounds and your brokenness really shows up. You're showing so much of yourself. So grow through it. Be at peace. I love you guys and I'll see you soon. Ciao. Shvi said ciao too. And Dimny.
Ciao.